Texas, only one matchup goes by the name of Revivalry. So everybody open their hymnals to the same page. Come under the tent as we come together with one accord for these old foes to clash again. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Horned Frogs will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Baylor Bears offense will get the first swing of the game. These two have a lot more in common than they would care to admit, so when you get a chance to break your rival's heart, it feels really good. And the last time they met, TCU did just that.
It was tight. Baylor fans still angry because they felt some calls, didn't...
There he goes! He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Bears have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Kearney on the Jets. Inside the 30. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Bears want to move quickly. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So TCU's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Here comes the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this offense comes out 1st down, tries to run the football, no answer. 2nd down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with 2 great plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a good gain. The Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Running through contact. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Bears line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. On the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone,
sneaks it into the end zone.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. You know, when these two first met in 1899, both schools were located in Waco. Of course, TCU eventually relocated it. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
and you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. They'll give it to the back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Oh, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Looking to throw, it's Kingsbury. Moves around to clear up the vision. Finding open areas. There he goes! And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field. There's nothing you can do about it.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Out of the gun to give to the back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Forced out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He got past the sticks and slides to a stop, but there is a flag on the play.
Hold.
What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, looking to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Finds some fresh air. And he'll slide after picking up the first down. That's the end of the period. Baylor is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to pass. It's Kingsbury. Flushed out of the pocket. Firing to the right, complete. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throwing right. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
To the ground, he's got it again. Turns it on at midfield. Turning it on. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, That is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Safe completion on the screen. And they're able to make the tackle.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Bears will have it 1st and 10. To the air. It's Kingsbury. Throws to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Bears trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Scrambling away. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return. A play to get the football back. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll go right back to it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. The snap sets up the throw. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Catch in the middle, it's Flanagan. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. To the air, it's Kingsbury. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Makes the catch. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line. short. Touchdown, Baylor! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here.
The fake. Kicker's going to run for it. And this one's not even going to come close. Man, they threw it in reverse. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go between the Bears and Frogs. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line, gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means...
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. Open spaces. Pass the touchdown, TCU. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to add another. Bangs it through for an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. They're trailing by just 2 to Iowa. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Bears with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Keep it on the ground. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unleashes one. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
It's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route. The quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with his receiver on that.
Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. The throw. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, and get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Stoneburner. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Nate.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for a gap. It's Barnes. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the tailback. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. The inside handoff. Got the first down and more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They go back to work in the final period of this one. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And the Bears look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Scanning the field, it's Kingsbury. Finds the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Dances away to buy time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Bringing the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the fourth. The give on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. The Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo.
It wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Spargava. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. He sends 2 wideouts right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's got his man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He goes out of bounds. He's a few yards short, and they'll have to turn the football over. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David. You know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
The Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Blasted as he lets it go. The sure hands, it's Traore. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They go to the ground. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Don't chemistry on that play with the lead. We are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
This rivalry might not always get the headlines in the state of Texas, but it is full of passion, and the Bears will celebrate taking down TCU. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.